Today I'm going to discuss the difference between Corruption and Crimson Worlds and which one is better. So the best thing to know about this is no matter which one you pick, you can create a biome in your world with the opposite one later. You can create a Crimson biome in a Corruption world, for example, without having to cheat. You can do it legit. It's a game feature. Now, when it comes to which one is better, before the most recent update, Corruption was the best one to go for, in my opinion. And since the more recent update, I think Crimson is the best one to go for. Simple as. Corruption is going to give you the Worm Scarf, which is going to give you 17% damage reduction flat throughout the game, which is always very good to have damage reduction in Terraria. The Brain of Confusion gives you a chance to dodge an attack if you are getting hit, and after you dodge an attack you have a higher chance of hitting a crit, so it doubles up. On top of that, it also confuses enemies after being struck, so if you are surrounded by mobs and you're in a tight situation, you dodge an attack, you have a critical strike chance increase, and the enemies start running away from you. It gives you more room to heal and to just get out of the dangerous situation. Overall, the Brain of Confusion is just a better item. If you are using Corruption or Crimson, it only affects you if you're playing Expert mode, because the Worm Scarf and the Brain of Confusion are Expert only. So if you're playing Classic mode, it depends on what you prefer. Do you prefer to fight the Brain of Cthulhu, or do you prefer to fight the Eater of the Worlds, or do you not even know what to fight when it comes to your first ever playthrough of Terraria? So just pick random, I suppose. If you're playing Classic, it won't make much of a difference. There are other things I would like to discuss when it comes to the difference between the Corruption and Crimson as well, but one of the most important things is late game. If you decide that you want to kill the Empress of Light in the daytime, having the Worm Scarf is not going to help you at all. You have to use the Brain of Confusion if you want to have an accessory that's actually going to help you out. And the reason for that is it makes you dodge an attack, and she does a crazy amount of damage, which doesn't matter if you have a 17% damage reduction, she's still going to kill you. Early game, the Worm Scarf is probably better because there isn't that many like nuke attacks that enemies can do that can kill you in one shot. So it's better to have a damage reduction over time. And later game then, when you're fighting Moonlord or Empress of Lights or something that can nuke you, then Brain of Confusion is of course better. And as I said already, you can create the alternative biome in your other world. Now, obviously right here it says reduces damage taken by 17%, and you can have +4 armor on top of that if you use warding. And then the Brain of Confusion, chance to create illusions, dodge an attack, temporary increase critical strike chance after dodge, may confuse nearby enemies after being struck. Another thing I'll tell you is the arena for the Eater of the Worlds, which is the boss that you'll fight in the Corruption, is smaller and harder to navigate, but the boss is easier. And for the Brain of Cthulhu or the Crimson world, the Brain of Cthulhu is more difficult by far than the Eater of the Worlds, and you do get a good arena for the Brain of Cthulhu. It gives you a nice natural spawn. You have plenty of time or plenty of room to move around, which can be very good for farming later on in the game. So if you wanted a little bit of extra space to farm for Crimson related enemies, it's better of course to have a Crimson world. If you're looking for Corruption based enemies, you probably have to dig a lot to get a nice big space to farm in. So in conclusion, I would definitely say Crimson is better for anyone who's playing Expert or Master mode, and for Classic mode it makes no difference which one you pick. So thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you again in the next one.